We are currently several hours in, and currently, I don't know, I don't feel the game's gotten too crazy yet, outside of, like, a sentient eyeball, but...
And a little girl that can, like, deadlift over 300
oh, yeah.
pounds?
Yeah, I mean, is that crazy? I don't know. I've seen enough JRPGs that I don't question it now.
Yeah, usually it is a little girl who's, like, the strongest one out of the group if
Like,
there is a little girl in there.
I really question Japanese media with little girls that have normal strength levels.
Yeah, if the little girl has a normal strength level, you know that it's going to be something tragic.
I don't know. So far, this seems like this is going to be something tragic, and...
Well, real quick. Our like, manual save file is a bigger file size than the autosave one. That's really interesting.
Well, it looks like it's, like, over half an hour further, so...
Oh, the game just kind of... I guess it would. I always just assumed save files were just, like, one static thing. I never considered that they would get bigger.
I mean, it really depends on the game. In, like, a lot of old games...
it stores its information.
Like, if it's a very basic game where there's just some combination of power-ups you can have at a certain point, it wouldn't need it, but... This... I don't know, for one, we might be past a branching path, like, who knows? Like
in the original Pokemon, could you theoretically set it up in such a way that the file size would be too big and you can't save anymore?
No, I think they account for that in Pokemon. That's why you have very limited PC space in the first Pokemon game.
That's why the PC space
and
is
very limited item space. Like that, after Gen 2, I think is when they started. No, I think even in Gen 2 you had a lot more. You had like as much space as you need. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I played Gen 2, but I will say I saw that currently there's an alpha of a Pokemon randomizer that mixes Fire Red Leaf Green with Soul Silver Heart Gold and... Not Soul Silver. Fire Red Leaf Green, Emerald, and some, like, fan game that's the Johto games, but in the GBA engine. And it doesn't randomize the Pokemon. It just randomizes entrances, but the logic makes sure that you only can face gyms in order, but still you might face, like, the third gym in Johto before you can face the first gym in Kanto. It's just in those regions you only face them in order, and it carries your team and items through each generation of games when you go through, but it doesn't carry the PC content because that's too complicated still.
So you got to go to the other region to check your Pokemon out.
If you want it to, if it's a Pokemon you have stored in a different region, yeah, but then you can carry them through on your party. I mean, it sounds like that. So, it's an alpha. It sounds like that's not the intention for the long term.
Yeah. But even logically, it would kind of make sense, right? Like, to think of Pokemon as, like, a solid state that can't just, like, travel wirelessly infinite distances.
I guess. I don't know. They definitely travel wirelessly in, like, Sword and Shield and onward, because now you can access box anywhere.
Yeah.
But...
Okay. Well, we gotta go. We did everything we can here. The map is telling us.
Yeah, and there's only one place to go, and that's
the Kumakura office.
Kumakuma office.
Kumakura. It's Bear something.
I'm trying to remember the name of the principal in Persona.
I don't know.
The K.
Krang.
Kookaberry.
Nope.
I don't know. I tried.
Kookaburra. That's an insult to Kookaburras. I apologize.
It's okay. They're too busy sitting in the old gum tree.
Is that a song?
Yes.
Who's this asshole? You made a big mistake coming here. Go home.
Yikes.
All right. Bye then.
Hey, Dante.
Kobayakawa. That's his name. I didn't even have to look it
I
up.
hate dealing with these
I just needed somebody insulting me to remember.
Oh, we're fighting the Yakuza.
You bastard!
This is now like
You know
a
how it
dragon.
is.
Well, Can we visually see the birds around their head? I like to think
Sorry for the late introduction. I'm
that
with the MPD. A cop,
Aiba
huh?
made it like uses her
AI,
AR
like VR.
abilities to make you see the actual birds.
I would appreciate that if I had a sentient eyeball.
I mean, if I was a sentient eyeball, I would be doing that kind of stuff all the time. You're gonna see cartoon
So,
effects everywhere.
You want to explain what the fuck a cop is doing in my office?
Oh, there's the one square. Nah.
Yeah, that's the one we get.
I think we should exchange names.
PG for the rest of the game.
Expletives.
Change names before exchanging expletives.
Name's MoMA, the warhorse. Don't give a fuck what your name
Oh no!
No,
We're in
Moma,
uncharted
we have
territory.
Oh, Moma.
All right, MoMA. I have a few things I want to ask you. 2 days ago at Bloom Park, a woman's corpse was found. Have you heard the name Shoko Nadami? Sure have. How? Heard
On
it on the
TV.
news. The media is making a real fuss about this new serial
I was
killer.
gonna say, you dingy.
Can't help but hear about it.
Good poor question. That's on you.
Try and
Date.
first do shenanigans in your office before we talk to you.
As with any visual novel.
Come true?
That is not Shenron.
Oh, that was a DBZ
I wish-
reference.
For panties.
I
That's
told
a
you, that's
waste of a
not
wish.
Shenron.
Especially in
Actually,
Japan.
no, wait. No, that is a Dragon Ball. That's a Dragon Ball reference. Puar in the original Dragon Ball wish for panties.
Doesn't surprise me.
That's a legit Dragon Ball reference.
I mean, that sounds like Dragon Ball humor, anyways. So
It's OG Dragon Ball though. When Goku was a little kid.
fair.
I mean, leave it to. Yeah, go ahead.
no, God.
No,
Yeah,
I was just
but-
saying, leave it to this game to like make an appropriate Dragon Ball reference while also being raunchy and in theme with itself.
I
I'm
mean, the
impressed.
reference already was raunchy.
Yeah.
But I agree with you, that's a waste of a wish because they're in Japan and you can just use a vending machine.
Yeah, you definitely could just use a vending machine.
Lanterns of the Kamakura are written. A Shinto shrine. Ooh, I'm learning about this.
Are you?
In one of my 5 billion library books I'm reading simultaneously because they keep getting checked out. The one that's currently not checked out that I'm reading is Japanese Myths of Japan, and so there's a lot of Shinto.
Yeah.
I mean, most of it is not really stuff I'm actually learning. It's stuff I already knew, at the very least baseline from Okami. But a lot of it I knew outside of Okami.
The Kumakura crest.
The Kamakura crest is... okay. Dragon again, with another ball. A window. A shelf. Chairman's desk. A chair. The door to the next room. It's a desk. Probably belongs to someone in the gang. A ton of things up top. Lockers are lined up on the wall. Member A.
Yeah, that you just punched in the gut.
The fat one, he's holding his stomach in pain.
Wow, rude.
I got nothing to say to you.
There's a partition set up by the doorway. Some kind of
Oh,
permit.
permit.
The entrance. Last month's schedule's written on the board. 22nd, go to the zoo to see the pandas.
Ooh.
Oh, those are expensive.
Pandas?
Yeah. Did you know pandas all belong to China and any place that
I was
wants
gonna say that
pandas-
same fun fact.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the viewers might not know, so finish the
Yeah.
statement. Yeah, it's a cool
Anybody,
fact.
any zoo or any country that wants to have a panda in their zoo or anything, they have to pay annual fees to China to rent them.
Yeah,
And it's
they can
ridiculous.
only rent-
It's like $1 million a panda or something per year.
It's wild. Yeah, it's like genuinely one of their like like countries like revenue streams is lending out pandas.
And there's a whole ethical spot or thing discussion on like whether it's worth it both financially and just how hard it is to keep pandas alive. Like pandas, not even because of humans, pandas would be extinct if we weren't intervening.
Yeah.
They actively just don't want to survive. So, or don't try to.
Listen. It's a bear after my own heart. Am I right, boys? No, yeah, it's weird. Pandas are weird creatures. It's like I'd never encountered an animal with such low self-preservation drive in the wild.
Yeah, they don't want to reproduce. They only want to eat bamboo, which they hardly can survive off of.
And from what I recall, it's like specific to like where they're from. Like certain ones like will only eat bamboo if it's from like the groves that were near when it grew up. Like
I think that's koalas and eucalyptus.
Oh yeah, something like that. I'm like, there's some bear.
Koalas aren't much better. They're possibly worse.
Although koalas are marsupials, not bears.
Yes, that is true.
Even though they're called koala bears, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of phrasing for animals.
No, yeah. There's plenty of names that aren't accurate.
But also, pandas their bodies are carnivore bodies.
But they refuse to like.
Mostly out of laziness, they refuse to, because pandas will eat meat if it's like a mouse running by and they can lazily grab it, but they won't usually.
Yeah. Or like bugs and stuff, like if it's already in the bamboo or something.
Yeah, but they don't want to put in an effort to chase down anything, and bamboo doesn't run, so. Anyways, fun bamboo facts. Panda facts. Well, bamboo fact too. You got the bonus fact that bamboo cannot run.
Bamboo cannot run. Come to our stream for the hot bamboo facts.
The skinny one, he's completely out.
There would be no point in talking to him in that state.
You talk to him, he just won't answer.
Marvelous.
Oh.
What?
Get it? Because it's marble? Ha. I knew that was the joke.
Marvelous.
Wow, that is a big flying squirrel.
That is a tiger.
Where?
Tiger rug.
The rug?
The rug. This.
Oh, because it's stretched. I'm like, why is it a flying squirrel?
Do you think that pulls out into a bed?
What would be the point of that?
Locker. Almost out of stuff. Company motto. Complete philosophy on the wall. After 40, your toenails grow slower. That's an interesting motto. I hope that is true.
I feel like my toenails have slowed down. Like, not to get gross on stream, but...
I feel like mine are speeding up. I hate it.
You think so? You think you have to clip your toenails more often as you age?
I feel like I have. I hate it. It's such a time waster having to, like, clip nails, but, like, you have to. Hair growing too fast. If you get haircuts too much, like, I just want to...
Yeah.
I just want everything to stay. Stop growing.
Iba, can you hack it?
I cannot. The power is off.
Personal computer, Iba can't hack it. It's turned off. I'll just turn it on. There we go. Telephone on the desk. Fine. Oh, wait, chair. Chairman's chair.
It's chairman's chair. The chair specifically for the chairman.
That chairman's chair. Sitting in the chairman's seat is named Mama.
Mama. Ooh. I won't sing anymore because we'll get copyrighted.
Let's ask about Shoko.
Don't know nothing about her. I know her face and her name. It was on the news. Nothing else.
I don't believe that. Otherwise, why are we here?
Where's the chairman?
Oh no!
Why would
No,
we do
that's
that?
the third one, Moma. Momo, we can't
This is just
afford
another
these-
Santa.
Yeah.
This is just the black
Just like-
Santa.
Wait, was the other one the red one?
The white Santa. It's the white Santa. And the
I thought it
black
was
Santa.
red and black.
No,
it was white
the
and
white
black?
Santa. The white Santa killed the black Santa, and that's why there's red on white Santa's clothes. It's the blood of the black Santa.
Oh, okay. I'm with it.
I have no idea what you're talking about, cop.
I mean, yeah.
You
Why?
must have gotten some bad
Why do we
info.
think the Yakuza is gonna like talk to the cops? Yakuza,
What?
sorry.
The chairman is right in front of you.
What?
I run the Kumakura gang. I'm Moma Kumakura.
That can't be right.
Kumakura.
The chairman of the Kumakuras is Rohan.
Oh,
Seek a way out.
You aren't the chairman.
Yo, asshole. You need a lesson in manners?
Date, wait. I did some research and discovered that Rohan Kumakura died last year. He leapt to his death from the roof of a building.
Oh,
whoa.
Suicide?
But Moma did not take over last year.
he didn't say it was. Maybe he thought he was a flying squirrel.
Moma took over 6 years ago.
6 years ago.
Date, look at this. A thermograph from when you inquired about Shoko.
Body temperature rising. Red hot.
It appears that
Is
way.
that? Do you get warmer when you lie?
Cop to it.
I get colder.
I was gonna say, I feel like I get colder as well.
Remove his fingernails one by one.
Oh, oh. I guess that might.
Not my style.
Yeah, that might do it.
I mean, your fingernails go slower if they're removed.
They do.
Blackmail?
Find his weakness and threaten him with it. Let's examine the room. Perhaps we may discover one of his secrets.
Examine the. What?
We already examined the room.
What is there? Is there a new green thing? I didn't do this. The ashtray.
The
There's an
ashtray. You're a smoker. I'll tell everyone. It's like, what? Excuse me?
It's like, no! I told my mom I quit.
I told her I quit. Please don't tell her. She's gonna be so mad at me.
Oh, the crust.
Oh, X-ray.
Final X-ray. An anime girl.
An anime girl. It's ASAT.
Crest.
There is something inside.
I recognize
See that at the
It's just like the
bottom?
one I saw at Matsushita Diner.
Yeah, at the base.
The ASET figure.
He's a fan of an 18-year-old streamer.
Correct.
Yikes.
But why is that there?
Unknown. But perhaps.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to be a fan of ASET, would you?
What? Who's that?
A schoolgirl internet idol. You know what I'm talking about.
Think you can get away with talking to our boss like that? He's tough as bricks and hard as nails. You'd never be into pussy shit like that, you fucker.
Oh, God.
Spreading. Which one do we want to do?
Oh, fears.
Fears.
Upset? Regret? ASET?
Oh my god.
Now you pick.
Shadows.
Shadows.
Threat? Silhouette? ASET?
Dance, water, dance!
Sweat? Sweat? ASET? ASET, you bet!
Wow,
He's
you
like
have
sweating
zero
over there.
self-control.
Just as I
Like,
thought.
I wouldn't have even conceptualized that to be what he was trying to do. I'd be like, what are you saying? Like, you're just
Yeah,
saying a
that's
word.
exactly.
Like,
You just said a random word.
yeah, like, if ASET fans, upon just hearing a word in isolation, need to, like, come up with two, like, words in the same set that rhyme with ASET, I would die. I would expire. That's so much work.
I mean, it's not work if you're like programmed to do it. Just done it so
I guess
much.
so.
You just naturally know one for every word in the English lexicon.
or Japanese, depending on
but this is the English version.
Yeah, this is English version.
Because I don't know how that would work in Japanese. Because would it still be?
It might be easier. I think it might be easier, right? Because then you just need the last kanji, right, to be the same or something.
Do they still use like rhyming in that sense in Japanese?
I think so. I mean, I'm not Japanese, but I know enough Japanese music to know that they do rhyme the last syllable with, in the traditional syllabic rhyming schema.
Fair.
Boss? What's this?
Shut up! Don't look at me! Get out of here!
Don't look at me! No.
I said get the fuck out of here!
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, I'm so embarrassed.
The fat one grabbed the skinny one and dragged him out.
I've got your secret now.
You never saw it coming.
If you don't want that to get out, you better
that
answer
my mind
questions.
is too fast for eyes.
Yeah, I got it.
Have you looked up the lyrics to that song?
Yes.
Because they're not what you think they are. I mean, they're not like bad or anything. It's just like, for as much as you hear the song, you would have thought that by now you'd have the lyrics memorized.
I barely get to hear it because of the stupid Royal version.
Yeah. Because which one is the line on Royal? I forget now.
I don't remember what it is, but if you ambush an enemy, it doesn't do that.
Yeah,
and
it's a different.
Most of the time, I'm ambushing enemies because that's the smart thing to do.
Yeah. Oh, now it's gonna be on the top of my head, the tip of my tongue until I figure it out.
I don't know. The wiki says, and you look up the last surprise. It says what it was placed in. But I'm upset about that because that's
last surprise is the bomb.
Yeah, it's so much better, and I feel like I'm punished for like ambushing enemies.
For being good at the game.
Okay. Oh wait. Discord just did a thing.
It.
Yeah, that one. I mean, that song's fine, but like, that doesn't feel like
it's not as good as Last Surprise.
It doesn't feel like, oh, I ambushed them. It just feels like regular battle music to me.
Yeah, it should have been the other way around. Like,
I agree.
Takeover should have been the regular battle theme, and Last Surprise should have been the ambush one. Because you're, like, giving them their last surprise.
Yeah, all of the lyrics
them.
of Last Surprise imply that you just ambush them and now they die.
Yeah. Takeover is just, like, literally the opposite. It's like, oh, I'm pulling myself out of this situation by winning.
Hey there, Cool Name, welcome. And Cool Name agrees that Takeover should not have been the ambush. Yeah, I'm glad everybody's in agreement. It's my one disappointment about playing Royal first, and I'm just like, I want to hear that song more, and I barely get to.
I know. Ugh. I mean, then you can play Scramble next, and that's in it.
Isn't it a remix in Scramble?
It's like a metal remix, yeah. Which might be even more your style.
Maybe. I really like the style. Like, Last Surprise is like, I don't even know what genre I described it as, but I really like it.
It's acid jazz.
Acid jazz? I thought it was some sort of jazz.
I specifically looked up the genre of music that Shoji Meguro, I think that's the composer, and it's acid jazz specifically.
I mean, the cafe music I think is jazz too, but that's like a slow jazz.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and of course, then the Velvet Room is just the best song ever. But
yeah, you just need some more trumpet here, and this could be a song from Persona 5.
Yeah, but it would also need a version with lyrics.
Yeah.
But I will say that I've fiddled around with some of the bonus area where you can like play a card game.
Oh yeah, your own Mind Palace or whatever.
Yeah, and like as soon as I could change the music to the Velvet Room, I just played like an hour of that card game with just the Velvet Room in the background.
Yeah, no, you probably don't remember this, but when we were roommates, I would casually just have Aria of the Soul playing while doing stuff around the house.
I don't know who that is, Cool Name. Okay, anyways, let's ask.
I had no idea you're an Idol
I was
fan.
leaning towards that
How
too.
did you know?
You're hiding an A-set figure in the safe.
How did you know that?
I have superpowers.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, how else would we know that, dude?
Yeah,
I
how else would
can't-
we know
I
that?
can't see words.
Yeah, this dynamic like choice wheel is very inconvenient sometimes.
Yeah. Let's see. About Shoko in the Kamisadas.
The malasadas.
We do have connections with the investment company Shoko worked at.
A company that commits fraud.
And yeah, cool. And Tycoon is pretty fun, that card game. Like, I was surprised I was addicted. I just kept being wanting to win more.
It's good. It's good when you need to take a break from grinding confidants and then grinding dungeons and then grinding everything else.
Well, I mean, I'm the tabletop game fan. I would play Tycoon as like just a normal card game.
It would have been interesting if they had done a standalone game of Tycoon.
I'm not sure it's deep enough to.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like they could have done like a physical that you could buy the cards and it had like Persona 5 themed.
Yeah, you could just use playing cards, but that'd be cool too.
Yeah.
No comment. Anyway, we never had any problems with Shoko. There'd be no reason for us to kill her.
Do you have an alibi for Shoko's murder?
Us Kumakuras are a branch of the Ujisaki family. The
That's not an
Ujisaki
alibi.
family runs a yearly golf tournament.
Okay, that's an
Many
alibi.
attendance. We were all at the tournament those days. We only got back this morning. You can ask the hotel. They'll tell you.
Doctor,
I'm
I
gonna be-
did some research.
What?
Go ahead, Iva.
The hotel
No, I was just
separate
gonna
guests
go ahead.
does list the Kumakura
Go ahead.
members.
Oh wait.
Okay, now go.
No, I was gonna say I'm gonna be honest. Like I know that already they're like presenting themselves as like goofy, but like even when we walked in, I already didn't take them very seriously insofar because I'm watching The Way of the House Husband. It's an anime about a guy who used to be in the Yakuza and got married, and his wife makes a lot of money, so he's a house husband. He stays and does everything. It's very funny. But like, yeah, the Yakuza, like one guy is like makes crepes for a living, and then they have these intense battles of like who can make like the like prettiest dessert to get the most likes on Instagram and stuff. It's very weird. It's like a very weird anime.
Okay.
But yeah, as soon as I saw these characters, because a lot of them look like the same design, because obviously they're taking inspiration from like real life people, I'm sure. So I was like, oh yeah, these guys are nothing. Like I'm not concerned whatsoever about being in this building.
I mean,
Like-
I've faced enough fictional Yakuzas in games that I don't generally feel threatened by them. Like
oh yeah,
in
you
games.
played. Yeah, I was gonna say in real life, like I don't even want to like.
In real life, I would be like
Yeah.
shitting myself. I'd be like,
I know, right? Like if you are in the Yakuza in real life, please
Like-
do not come at me.
like,
I just
even-
mean the game.
once I'm in the situation where I'm no longer interacting with them, I would just be paranoid for weeks, months. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it would destroy me.
Also, Cool Name said about the Tycoon that he saw it, thought, oh cool, I won't play it much. Yeah, I did all the challenges and I tried to get people to play it with me IRL. Man,
Man,
imagine-
it's been a while since I played it, so like, I
Imagine
don't
if I
remember the rules
tried to-
specifically.
Imagine if I tried to have that for a library game night.
Yeah, bring it to your library
Just a
game
deck
night.
of cards and be like, I'm gonna teach you Tycoon. I'm like, what's that?
Don't look at me. That said, though, unironically, you could there's a crowdsourced Persona board game that you could set out to your game night. Like some of the more nerdy clientele might be into it.
So far from what I've seen of our demographic, I don't think there would be any.
Fair enough.
I think there'd be precisely one person in our demographic who might be familiar. Maybe. would be.
Yeah, that's fair.
They were also seen on several surveillance cameras.
Oh, cool. It says it's called Rich Man, Poor Man, based off a real card game. Okay, fair.
It is not possible that any of the Kumakuras could have killed Shoko, including Moma.
Okay.
You know, Renji.
No point hiding it, right? Yeah, I know about Shoko's ex.
I told Mama about Renju's accident. And about his disappearance from the hospital.
Do you know where he is?
Nope, sure don't. It's not like we keep in touch or anything.
I detect no abnormalities in his thermograph.
Looks like he's not lying.
Guess we'll
Hey, Moma, I've got a favor to ask. Can you get me information on Renju? His whereabouts, rumors on where he might be, anything. I need some leads.
And what if I refuse?
And your gang finds out you're the world's biggest A-set fan.
Cringe!
There's a reward in it for you.
That's what his gang's gonna say.
Imagine controlling like the boss of a entire Yakuza family by being like,
just
I could tell
on threat of
people you
cringe.
like a 18-year-old streamer.
Yeah. So funny.
A reward.
I'll let you meet A-set.
What?
I met her yesterday at Lemniscate. We're acquaintances now.
Really?
Yeah.
You promise?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Promise.
Yikes. Yikes.
Rohan was my older brother. He was my big brother in this organization and my blood brother.
Oh,
Type
okay.
of brother.
Well, that's the thing. In the Yakuza, you have Anikis, which is like literally translates to big brother, and they're like, you're like their protege. Like they help you like understand the ins and outs of the culture. So
Yeah.
he was that for him as well as his actual brother
And his blood brother.
and his blood brother.
A suicide.
Yeah, after breaking out of the hospital.
But man, he looked so heavily built, like he would just break the ground after falling off a building.
Yeah, and then just get up and like brush off all the concrete off of him.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm looking at like, crap, what's his name from Spider-Man?
I don't know, Eddie Brock. That's the only one I can think of.
Kingpin.
Kingpin.
I'm thinking like Kingpin, like who just like took a bullet to the head, and he's just so muscular that he didn't die.
About 20 years back, both he and I were the new guys in the Ujisaki family.
Why was he hospitalized? High cholesterol. You know how it is.
The Ujisaki's family, not their blood family, right? No?
Yeah. The Kumakuras are probably like an offshoot of the Ujisakis.
I thought it was like new guys, like you were just born.
About 20 years ago, we were born.
Kumakuras in the hierarchy.
Imagine describing that, like describing being a baby, being like, I was the new guy in my family.
I was the new guy in my family. Excuse me?
At the
Yeah, I
time,
was
we
0
were in
years
a turf war with a rival gang.
Turf War. Cue Splatoon music.
I mean, I don't even have to ask
One of them
what
boys
team
walks
you
in
picked
here
this time.
and beats my bro's face in with a
I
metal
haven't
bat.
picked yet.
You haven't picked yet?
No,
Everybody knows if they know you at all. They'll know which team you picked. Just
no, because
like, on
I
principle.
don't pick based off of what I would pick. I pick based off of what people I know are picking, because I want to play with friends.
I mean, that's fair, but also it must hurt you to know that you can't pick your dream.
No, because I like both Milk and Dark. I just, on principle, I wouldn't pick White even if everybody I knew picked White. But like, I'm willing to pick Dark or Milk. When the boys walks in, breach face the
His
Milk.
vision's been fucked on the right side ever since.
Especially now.
The doctors say he can still see.
No, he can't. Wait,
But
what?
it
Are we
doesn't
talking about the
register.
same person?
Yeah, I thought
Oh.
I thought.
It's just he's using present tense talking out the past.
Yikes, that's cringe.
Like, he only eats food off the left side of his plate. And if he's drawing a picture or whatever, he only draws the left side.
Date, a question for Moma. Is Rohan left-handed?
Why?
Just ask him, please.
Is he left-handed?
Yeah, he was.
Confirmed. Rohan must suffer from hemispatial neglect on his right side. As you are aware, the brain is divided into what is called the right brain and left brain. One side develops into the superior hemisphere, responsible for language and higher functions. The other side controls spatial recognition ability. In most people, the superior hemisphere is the left brain. In roughly 1/3 of the population, the right brain is the superior hemisphere. This is often linked to left-handedness. Moma just confirmed that Rohan was left-handed. From this, we can conclude that his right brain was his superior hemisphere, and his left brain was the inferior hemisphere.
But we can't conclude that. You said that said most or often. Linked.
Yeah. Yeah, like it there's some stretches being taken,
Rohan
some
suffered
liberties.
a beating on the left side of his head. That must have damaged his left brain. That caused him to lose his spatial cognitive ability.
Cool name. You use mirror tools to draw.
To draw the
left
other side.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
that makes sense.
If I drew, and I was using a tablet or something, I would probably do that because I would be very picky about them being like even. At least for the parts that are matching. Like obviously, if the arm's a different way, then I can't.
Anyway, after getting the shit beaten out of him, he changed, man. He became cold-blooded. I'm talking ruthless. One time, we captured some street bosses from a rival gang. Bro grabbed him by the big toe and took a potato peeler to him. From the toe to the thigh.
I didn't need that.
Oof.
Totally
I felt
blank
that.
expression. Like he was scraping bonito flakes. Anyway, sick fuckers like that always end up running the world, don't they? He started climbing the ranks, and eventually he was taken in by the Ujisaki family boss. The Ujisakis decided to make him head of our gang, and that's how we became the Kumakuras.
When was he hospitalized?
About 6 years ago, I remember him telling me about something big. Some threat to the Kumakuras that could bring us all down. He didn't give me the details, but I figured it was something from his past coming back to bite him in the ass, you know? Anyway, his plan was to handle his shit internally. Didn't want too many people knowing about it. But whatever he planned didn't work. When the chips were down, he decided to handle it himself. He ended up shooting some guy at his house. A few days later, cops busted him. Prosecution tried to get him on premeditated murder, but it was determined that he was insane at the time. Maybe they were right, you know? His head's been getting worse and worse for the past 20 years. He gets relapses and all that.
So I think he is alive. I think he jumped off
Decided to keep
the
him in a
building,
special
but he's
hospital.
still alive.
I thought they said he committed suicide. I thought that was the wording. God, how far?
This is like really messing with me then. Like I'm so confused.
It's pretty far back. It was when they were still in the room. I don't think I go that far back, can we?
It doesn't matter. We'll know for sure if he shows up in the game.
It was around here. No, it was right before. Yeah, I guess we'll know. I'm just curious how they said it before.
Yeah, Rohan died last year. Yeah, I guess so. It's
Yeah,
right there, right at the
he
top.
died. He leapt from the death. Leapt to his death, the suicide. Yeah,
That's such a weird like use of present tense. It's really messed with my head.
I think it's like when talking about the past, being like, you know what he says to me? He says this. And then I says...
I guess so, but like it's like...
It's not grammatically correct, but...
Yeah, it's just stressful.
But it's kind of like just the stereotypical, like, mobster way of talking.
Yeah.
And naturally, because I'm his brother and next in line, I was the successor.
The Kumakuras appear to be unrelated to the investigation.
It was still worth it just to find out Moma is an ASET fan.
Really?
That information might come in handy later.
And yeah, you have
Let's
some
go
dirt
somewhere else,
on
Eva.
the head of
We
the
got what we needed
Yakuza
here.
family. Like, this wasn't a waste.
Yeah.
Friends in high places and stuff.
Or in low places in this case.
Powerful places.
Powerful places. I like that.